Hello everyone, George Packard, and today I want to bring you guys along with me as we open up our second vape shop. First shop went rather well, and we're excited to open our second one, and we'd like to bring you along with us, so follow me.
What are you doing? Alright, so I went ahead, sorry you missed it, but these shelves, they were uneven where the splices were. They'd sit there and wiggle and wobble. So what we did is we repurposed these brackets. You can see right here.
Bracketsy Deutsch.
Bracketsy Deutsch.
Anyway, bracketsy, I don't know where that came from.
So these brackets here only had one hole in them. They're for a pegboard system, I guess is what I was told. And they had a little twist in them. So we just pounded them out on our vise, made them flat, drilled an extra hole in them. And now we have our brackets here which hold the shelves flush and together and will help span the weight across the seam.
Roger that. Okay.
It's golden. Now we're moving on to the cabinets.
What are we going to do there, Jeremiah?
We as in me, we're going to put some glass in there.
Well, I watch. Back to you.
Here we go. Alright, so first off, this cabinet we went ahead, take out the sliding doors. You just pick up, pull them out, and then you need to get your hardware. All the hardware is removed from the packaging, and this is what we get. We got 3 8-inch brackets, 3 10-inch brackets, a whole bunch of these little rubber guys and these tabs. So these rubber guys have little locks on them. So you take this tab here, make sure this is your downside and this is your upside. This goes in here, just like so. Push it in, make sure the tab goes all the way through. And we have to do that to each one of these brackets.
Be there, buddy.
As long as it takes. We'll start with the small ones. I already have them marked out on the other one. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's where that goes in, slides right in. Got these nice little L hooks on there. Slide right into the slats.
I know. It's awesome. Totally awesome, dude.
Coming through, little man.
All right, come on. Come here, buddy.
2, 6, 8. Slide that in there. And then you take your little tabs here, 2 for each one. Got these little slats on here. You're gonna line them up right with the holes that are in there. And your shelving bracket.
Bless you. Piece of cake, huh?
Wow. These suction cups are here to hold the glass in place so you have your glass shelving. And then you do the same thing for the next ones. Adjust them where you want, put your slats on, and you put the glass on.
Alright.
Alright guys, so for these shelvings, we have 2 different sizes of glass. We have our 10 and 8-inch, just guessing there. So when you go to put these in, you want to be careful not to bump your corners because they are tempered glass. You bump your corners, that's the weakest spot on this. So you're going to want to go in towards the center first and then bring it back towards the shelf so you don't bump the edges. Over here, doesn't matter where it's at as long as it's not up against the case.
Okay, last camera. We had a bad wire, so we had to go to the shop because the ends ripped out of our old wire, so we had to get a new one made up. And we were able to get that done. So now, get this up. One of the things you guys want to remember, as much as you want to trust every employee that you have, you can't. I always say trust but verify, okay? Trust is earned. I have been ripped off by just about half of my employees, maybe, possibly something like that. And so anyway, it's nice to have these camera systems up. They let you know if you have good, honest employees or if you have crooks. So in our vape shop, or previously, I can just say that I think I busted about, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 already stealing from us. So we're going to be ready for anything that happens, and we're going to be in control of the situation instead of the employees always in control. You know, so if you think about whether or not you should spend the money definitely spend money. Then we can start running our wire. And that one will be connected shortly. Okay, so now we find out that one of the other vape shops that my son talked to was talking about how these shelves collapsed on them. So what we've done is we're putting in these reinforcement pieces. Like so. So he put this up on the wall just so we didn't screw up all the paint that we did. As you can see, it's leaving the rubber bark here. So, but they are so freaking snug that it's having to beat that thing in. And the purpose of this, just because it takes them forever to get that in, this will go like this. I believe up in like that. And then when you put the weight on this, that'll help reinforce this whole thing instead of this. It's like a particle board behind here. Instead of that coming out, it'd be much more solider.
Solider?
You heard me.
Solider or rest.
Okay, well, why don't you pound the rest of that in there so you can move on to the next step. So why don't you cry about it?
I wasn't crying about it. I was just taking it.
All right.
The next one's yours.
Nope, I was going to say, I didn't even break a sweat. Okay, on to the next thing. I think I would rather join all of these people over here because it looks like they're having a picnic. Grandma, are you having a picnic?
We're having a picnic.
What? A picnic?
Mm-hmm.
How come I wasn't invited?
Because you were working.
Oh.
And we decided to take a break and eat some lunch, didn't we?
How nice is that?
Yes.
Look at you. You look like a superhero with that cape on. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm. Can I join you?
A little more in there, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
All right. So I got my 1.5" self-tapping screws, 5/16 hex head. Stuffed them in my pocket for ease of grabbing. Then we got some washers here, 3/16 by 1.25" to help fasten the sign on.
Okay.
Then we got a fancy dancy impact drill by DeWalt with an extension and a 5/16 bit on there, which, by the way, you can get on Amazon.com.
Did you step on his finger? You're such a big baby, Jeremiah. Hold the ladder, do your job.
Got it.
Doesn't matter if you get your finger stepped on or
I know, I'm still holding. Let's fight you through it.
not. Richard,
Yes, sir.
what's the word?
They tell me bird. Bird is the word.
Why we talk to Richard, I don't know.
It's quitting time.
It's quitting time, right? Right on.
And it's New Year's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
The big drinking night, I guess.
Right there.
Right there it is, huh? What do you got there, Richard? There you go. You can go all night on that.
Smoking coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little caffeine.
I do like the way they do up this town. This is kind of neat. And they probably do have attention deficit, but look how nice. Isn't that nice? Very nice. Very nice. Look at that. Down the streets, nice and homey-like. Look at this. This is downtown. That looks awesome. All right, that being said, how goes it? Okay.
with the printer that it won't get kicked.
Okay. What are you doing again?
Lights.
We got our lights up in here. I'll stop shutting that.
Some down there.
Some down there. Then, Jeremiah's been working on this since early this morning. Still on the same case, I think.
It is the first video.
This is not as easy as one would think, but this is valuable retail space. What I mean by valuable, if you look at where these cars are out here, this is right face level. Yeah, we got the signs up on the outside of the building, but this is going to help. I mean, this whole glass is valuable real estate right here, so. A lot of people, some of the old timers were the first people who got into vaping, called it e-cigarettes. So there's your e-cig, there's your vape, CBD products. Tells them everything they need to know about what's in there. So CBD is a big deal today, I guess. So now we got to do a couple things. We got to worry about lighting on top of those signs. So we got to get that done yet. Let's get to work. So we did get some cool imagery up over here. We got a couple signs here. We got a sign up over here. Computer's getting set up as we speak. A lot to do with the system that we have in here called Fend, which is a very good system. We enjoy it. Helps keep track of the inventory and such. Out here, we are working on new lighting up and around this sign. We got to get some lights up around that. We do have a light, outside light out here. Shines on it a little bit, but I want something to draw more attention to it. So we got the electric coming through up there now. That's all wired in. Now we can come, we just got to put it in a box. Cool, we'll get that done in just a little bit. We'll move on inside and continue prepping for the grand opening. We're getting some supplies in here. A few things, batteries, chargers, wire, bottles, gadgets, all that good stuff. Still got a lot of work to do with our mods and such, which we're getting in daily, and as they come, we just continue to put them in. We have this set up. This is where we're going to be doing something a little different here, a little bit of glassware type stuff. Okay, end of another day. What did we get accomplished? Well, let's start with Jeremiah. And we all know where to find Jeremiah. Jeremiah, what did you get done today?
Absolutely nothing.
Say it again.
Absolutely nothing. Give me a beat, bro.
What's wrong with him? Let's go over here. Cole, what'd you get done today?
Little as possible.
Attaboy. I hate to see him change. Change scares that one. So here, we didn't get this up today. Electric's put in there. We went outside, put the electric in on the outside up by the sign outside. That's done. In here, we ran, our lights were a little bit short. We got to finish that tomorrow. That's been interesting running all the lights across here. But Anyway, got a little more product in. Still have a lot to do. Still a long way from being ready to rock. So, see you tomorrow. Okay, so we're back today. Further enhancing our shop by trying to get stuff done. These are all of our sample bottles, which is one unique thing I think we do what some shops don't, but we do. We have set up these little testers, and every juice that we have in the store, we want people to be able to come in and test them. Okay, so these little tanks, we're trying these out this year. They're called Nunus, I guess. These guys. And we're gonna try those out. It comes 3 to a pack. And then you take your little Dymo printer type thingy and just print them out. So whatever the juice is, take it, fill it up. This is what we're doing now. This is a time-consuming son of a gun. But they got a little spot here. I don't know if you can see it on these little tanks. These are throwaway tanks. You just fill them up with the juice, and after they're done, you just pitch the whole thing. The coil is right in there. And they're relatively inexpensive. I don't remember what we paid for them, but anyway, that's what I'm up to. Jeremiah, what is it that you're doing?
I am going through our POS system and making sure that all of our items scan, prices are right, so we don't have any issues. It's going to be just scan and go.
And we've found some issues already, right? We found different things that weren't scanning upright. So
as we're going through, some of the UPCs on our bottles are a little small and won't scan. So this one here literally has no UPC on it, so I had to go ahead and make our own to scan in the system. Making sure that all of them do scan.
And the nice part about having the UPCs on them is that it helps your inventory out a lot, because without it, you have certain employees that work in here. Now, if this didn't scan, you took it and you just said, oh, that's $24.95, and you type it in here and it's sold and it's out the door. We don't even know what this was when it went out. So the computer program that we use, which is called Vend, it runs an inventory for you. So at the end of the day or at the end of the week, the manager can come in the store, look at these. He can look at a report and it'll tell him how many of these we sold in the last 30 days, or let's say that week, for example, you know, being open our first week. He'll be able to tell from that report what he should order and what he shouldn't. There's a lot of things that Vend helps with, and we'll kind of go over that later on. There's all kinds of things that it does. But having them scan, having every single item scan in the store, that helps eliminate not knowing when you come in to do your inventory once a month and you're missing 6 of these, and you know, you're -6 here and you're over 6 there, and it could be just because that's the way they rang them up, you know. This will eliminate that. So if I scan this and it's a 0 nicotine in Dinner Lady, and that's what goes out the door, I scan it, that goes out the door. Our Vend, our system knows it automatically, so it'll generate that report, and at the end of the week we can look at that and see what needs to be reordered. So that's what we're doing now. We did get, Cole got the lights up, which is, we should go down there and show them those. This looks pretty cool. So we're gonna have a section of glassware down in here. We've got the doors off right now, because we're painting those, but Cole got the blue ultraviolet lights back in here. I don't know if you can see them up under here, but that's gonna look really cool when we get the black doors on here, and I think it'll really make the glassware just pop. So we'll see what that's like. Those aren't here yet. Those will be in tomorrow, so we should have those done, hopefully get them in. Well, they're supposed to be here today. We'll have them back here tomorrow, have them all in place. Otherwise, we've got our CBD stuff, which is down here. There's some of it's here. So we have the little gummy things. We've got those up here. There's your vape for the CBD. And again, different strength levels as you go. And then over here, this is a new brand. This stuff, Hempnetics it's called. This is what that is, what we're trying out in the store. We've heard good things about them. So we have a little bit of a showcase here. We have a bunch down here. There's the different balms and whatnot, you know, for rubbing on whatever aches you, you know. All kinds of goofy looking stuff here. Those things give you an exact amount, I guess, is why we have them. These things, they look weird, but you can get an exact amount of this stuff. So if you're using a tincture and you're putting that under your tongue, you know exactly how much to give yourself there. We also have the different honey sticks. We have those things that we're bringing in. We'll see how those work, but that's what we're working on today. So we're going to try and get all those things ready. Cole is working on the lights. We got a new light setup over there, and we're trying to get that figured in. There's one thing, if I could tell anybody this, you go to start this store, we really should have tried to order in a lot more of this stuff, like almost a month in advance, because half the time we're waiting on products to put on our shelves. Now the shelves now are 3/4 or 9/10 full, but there's still some products that aren't there. And of course, when you open, you want to have everything 100%, so you look like you have a lot of stuff. So that being said, I'm going to get back to this tedious job of filling these little guys. So it may not look like we're getting a lot of progress, but we are. We still are having trouble with the freaking credit card thing. So that's a pain in the ass. Shelves are looking much better. Getting them filled up. Tomorrow, our glass should be in. So we should have this all filled up with that. Let's see what else. What are you doing? So we did manage to get a bunch of Harley stuff, and we got to get that put up for decor. All kinds of cool stuff here. And then we will be working on the rest of that stuff tomorrow. Isn't that right? Look at that. Attaboy. You looking at goofy. God. All right. So, therefore, that's that. We're finished for the night. We'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Back at it again today. We are getting a few things done. Cases are filling up nicely. Show you. Some of the mods and whatnot. We've gotten in now finally, so cases are starting to fill up. It looks awesome. Juice lines on the back, looking good. Looking sharp. Always in the picture and in the way. What are you looking at?
The camera.
Don't eyeball me. Alright. Get in with it. He's new. Just started today. Alright. So, here's our cabinet. Glassware. It's coming in. You know what you're thinking. George, what are you doing with glassware? Well, believe it or not, back in the day I did a lot with glassware. Now I don't do it anymore. Kind of over that. But it sells, I guess. And I'm in preparation for an even bigger picture once they legalize marijuana. So we'll see how that goes. Not that I do it, because I don't. But if they make it legal, I probably will. Yeah. So that's that. The floor mop thing. Ready to rock. Get ready to open these doors. We're still hoping that we can get these doors opened up and ready to go within the next day. Today's Thursday. We want to be ready to go by Friday and open the doors on Saturday. So that's that. Moving on. Hello everyone. We're back the day before we open. Crunch time now. We got to get some things done. Let's see what everyone's up to today. Let's start with her. What are you up to, woman?
Putting juice away.
Put juice away?
The last of the juice.
Last of the juice. That'll do it. Shelves are looking good. Coming along. Very good, very good, very good. Now we're moving over to this guy. What are you doing?
I am working on labels and UPCs for our products.
Awesome, thank you.
Very welcome.
Carry on. Latest edition. What are you doing?
Putting price tags on pieces.
Okay. Carry on.
I will.
What are you doing? He's always in the toilet.
Shit.
I think he meant he was going to the bathroom. Not sure. And I myself have to find a way to put these safes up somewhere. Bolt them, get them so no bad guys can get our stuff. And then it will be on to decorating and such. So that's what we're doing today. It's Friday. We plan on opening tomorrow. Wish us luck. Hey, $2.
No. Hey, $2. $3.
What are you guys doing?
$2.
Trying to figure out a price for
Counting dogs.
I need a price for those for one more item in here so I can get it and then get a tag made for it. But there's a lot of stuff there. It says it's the best when it's light.
Says it right on the can.
I need numbers.
I
before
can
you walk
see
away.
why $2 is good. We get nothing done. Apparently they think 5 o'clock is quitting time, which it is not. Now, looking for the other people. They're supposed to be doing something. Who's doing something? Not sure where it is. Aha! Does it scare you?
Clean the toilet? Really?
Cleaning the toilet, atta girl.
Yeah.
Now that's a real woman right there, boys. Take a look at that.
Get out of here.
That is a real woman. Hey, when you get done with that, can you make me a sandwich?
Go.
I guess not. Okay. Well, getting dark outside. We're opening tomorrow. Just doing the finishing touches of stuff. Cut up for you. There. Oh! Look how beautiful that is. That's our centerpiece. If we got it centered correct.
Did you just touch my ass?
Did you want me to? Not yet. Come over here, look at come over here, look on this side. Isn't that Lake Jefferson? Yeah.
Look how sharp that is, you guys, now.
I know. Listen, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Easy. There we go. Much better. All right, move on to the next thing. What's next? Today is the big day. The day we've been waiting for. The day we open. And we are pretty much ready. Just a few odds and ends that we got to do. A few price tags on the wall that we weren't able to get done last night. Money's in the till, ready to rock. And
I can't believe them two aren't coming in here.
yeah, right?
They just look like
They might. So this is how it turned out. Oh, there's our first customers coming in. Oh, hello. Pretty good. So this is our soft opening. Day one, we didn't really advertise it much. We just have the sign in the window. This sign's pretty cool. You can get a lot of things that you can put on that, all kinds of stuff. Program it through your computer. So that looks nice. Got a small open sign here with the hours on it, which I think is important for every shop.
Yeah, but the best is the place. Without the baby.
You betcha. Get so many products trying to fit them all in the cabinets. It's
Not working too well.
Yeah, it's getting a little tricky.
There's not enough area to put more cabinets.
Yeah, we might have to. That's for sure.
And so far so good. Those are the first customers. Time to make some money. We'll have a grand opening coming up, I don't know, in like a week, I think it is. But this gives us a chance to work out any kinks, any problems. If we have any register problems or problems with vend or whatnot, this will give us a chance to correct them. So, that being said, I gotta get to work. Okay, so turns out we had a good turnout today. It was our first day. We're getting ready to close up the shop. I want to show you guys kind of how it looks now that all is said and done at the end of the day on the vape shop. So we're going to go across the street, and that way you guys can kind of see how it turned out when all was said and done. We had a good turnout though. I was impressed. It turned out okay. You got to remember when you start your shops and you do a soft opening too, you don't want to just hammer out, have 100 people come into that store, and then you know, we had computer problems this morning. Some of the prices we had weren't matching up with the products, so we had some bugs to work out. So we're still working on that. But anyway, here's how it looks at night. Now that we've pretty much got it set up the way we want. So anyway, that has been the opening of our second vape shop. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.